Hi, it's me. I haven't checked in for quite a while, not this way anyway, and I've had a lot of people reach out to me, sharing with me how anxious they're feeling through this experience, this coronavirus epidemic, pandemic. If I sound a little funny, I've been pretty sick, and today I'm definitely feeling a little bit better. So I wanted to take a moment to connect. We are human beings and we have a sensory nervous system. We are receptive beings. So energetically, we are going to pick up what's happening in the world, even if our mind might be logically telling us it's going to be okay, this is going to pass. The body is in a state, for most people, of some sort of fight or flight because our physical being is being physically threatened. So energetically, we're picking that up, which would cause one to feel somewhat nervous, anxious, uncomfortable. I had a friend reach out to me just yesterday, and he's somebody who is used to being around a lot of people. He goes to the gym, he works with people, social person, and now he's isolated at home. He's not used to feeling that discomfort, that disconnection with people, and he hasn't spent much time looking at himself introspectively in his life, or meditating, or even thinking about his breath and energy and how he can connect and relax his body. So he's one of several people who have called me up recently telling me they're feeling tight chest, anxiety, they don't know what to do with their quote-unquote time. So I'm going to share an exercise that has helped me quite a bit throughout the years. Settle down, settle in, feel and establish a sense of trust with my own well-being, with my own inner being self, and which gives me the opportunity to be in this discomfort, this unknown space, with a bit of a pause. I literally call this exercise the pause. So I'm going to talk about what it is for a moment, and then I'm going to demonstrate it. And after I demonstrate it, you can turn off this video and go give it a try yourself. So the inhale is life force. And in between an inhale and an exhale, I love talking with my hands, there's a pause, a sweet little pause. It's like if you ever look at a candle that's lit, there's a flame, and between the flame and the actual wax, where there's a pause there. Really cool if you can actually see it. So anyway, there's this inhale, this life force, and then there's a pause, and then there's the exhale, the return, the surrender, the letting go of, and then there's another pause. I like to think of these pauses as like in between life's. Anyway, that's a whole nother video. So there's the inhale, pause, exhale, pause. And what we want to do is we want to get into a comfortable position, preferably without our back up against a cushion. So you can sit in a chair, you can sit cross-legged. It's nice to have your palms open, receptive mode. And what we're essentially going to do is we're going to engage our lowest chakra, root chakra, Mula Bandha, simply by squeezing a tiny bit with the groin. So imagine that you have to pee and you need to hold it in. So you're making just a little tiny bit of pressure there, just a slight squeeze, not that super, oh my God, I got to rush to the bathroom squeeze, but just very, very gentle. And we want to try and keep our backs up as straight as we can. If you need to sit back, lean back against something, or lay down, do it. But if you don't have to, better. Both are good, but better. And then we want to try and keep our spine as long as we can. We have nerves that run up the spinal column. Think of it as an antenna. Our antenna, the whole nervous system coming off from that spine all the way to the occiput and the crown of the head here, right? So we take this inhale in, and then we're going to pause, and then we're going to exhale and pause. I would like you to try to take the inhale with your mouth and the exhale with your mouth. And when we exhale, it's going to be a double breath. It's going to be a short breath and a long breath. So it's going to be a So I'm going to demonstrate it. I'll talk the first one or two so you get the idea, and then I'll do a couple, and then I'll open my eyes and talk to you for another few seconds, and then you can go off and try it. And of course you can message me. I've been checking my messages a lot more than I usually do, just wanting to stay connected to people. So in a comfortable position, body loose, jaw loose, go ahead and feel your jaw. The question I ask myself always before I do any exercise, the first thing is, do I need to pee? Do I need to get something to drink? Am I okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I don't need anything for the next 5 minutes. Am I safe? Meaning, is there someone gonna come jumping through my house? Is there gonna be a train plowing through here or something that I can't control? Right now in this moment, even though there's a pandemic going on, in this moment, I am safe. Is there something that if I don't do in the next 5 minutes, my life will explode? No. All checked. So I've established that right now, this is a perfect moment. There's nothing I need to get, to do, to have, to be okay. Wow, that's an epiphany, right? Have you ever thought about your life that way? Like just being in this exact moment and everything being okay, even if it's just for a minute, 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead, my palms are open, they're resting on my knees here. I'm gonna close my eyes, and through my mouth, I'm gonna take an inhale. Bringing the breath all the way to the crown of the head, my focus turned upward towards the crown, holding it, and then exhale. Pause. Inhale. Holding it. Pause. Holding it. Holding it. Holding the inhale, letting my mind just bask in that spaciousness. Exhale. And you want to continue on like that for about anywhere from 6 to 20 rounds, just like that. And then on the very last one, when you feel like you've really settled into that pause and you can start to feel the spaciousness and the expansion and the relaxation that's going on in your body, on the last one, you'll take an inhale. Hold it, close your mouth, and just gently let it go through your nose. And then just breathe normally, turning your mind's attention up towards your third eye. So it's generally this spot where people sometimes in other cultures wear a bindi, a little dot sometimes you see, or a line. It's just above the eyebrows, right about here. And you just want to turn your attention up. Don't struggle with it. Nothing about this needs to be hard. And if you feel like you're met with resistance in your own body, observe it. And the way to observe it is to just slow the breath down a little bit, soften around it. You don't need to define what something is. You can just sit with it, because the most important thing that we need to do for ourselves right now is to be able to sit with some of that resistance, to be able to sit with some of the discomfort we're feeling and not be so reactive. Give ourselves that pause so that we have the opportunity to respond to the circumstance, maybe with a little bit less fear and a little more common sense. And I think if more of us find this alignment, the more powerful we become in being a beacon for others. So I'm gonna try, if I'm feeling up to it, to check in with a little yoga practice, a little meditation, some tool, maybe every day, maybe every couple days, but just reach out. Want to connect with you. I hope this was a little bit helpful. Just sending so much love to everybody. My heart is so full of love for myself and you. We take care of ourselves, we can help share with other people. I really, really hope that you are well. With much love, namaste.